I see Shorty arrive by herself. I am thinking something happened.
Then Kenneth comes in by himself. When he sits down, their energy is way off. The energy in the room right now is just weird.
How's everybody doing?
Great. Great, how are you?
Good? Okay. Well, before we get started, Shorty and Kenneth, I know that there have been some developments in your relationship. Would you mind sharing what happened?
Oh, we're definitely broken up. He felt the need to become extremely disrespectful. Cussed me out, called me every name in the book. I'm really hurt and disgusted.
The fact of the matter is she just couldn't smell her own and she ain't like it. She was like, boy, he just giving it too real. Like,
Calling me a weak bitch is somehow...
No. If I gotta get my point across any kind of way, you
so
heard
calling me bitches
ain't
and
nobody
hoes
call
helps you
you
get
no
your...
bitch and no
Excuse
hoe.
me.
Be the victim.
I didn't think that they would ever get to the point of diminishing their relationship.
This process says you move towards marriage or you move your separate ways. Mm-hmm. The irony is, whatever you don't learn from this dynamic, my hope for you is that you move forward and figure out what's next by doing the work to recover from this dynamic.
Yeah.
I gladly meet with you individually. Miss Shorty, if you want to meet, happy to do so. Mr. Kenneth, happy to do so. I think your time in this process has come to an end. But again, I really appreciate you guys doing this and taking the courage that's necessary to decide what was best for you.
I expected to get down on one knee after the end of all this. And so for me not to be doing that, it's all just jacked up. It's like, it feels like a plot twist. It's crazy throughout all this stuff, situations and arguments and things that we go through. I don't even know what to think right now.
I don't think you need to do anything with your clothing, Shorty.
I'm just taking the microphone off. I'll make sure he's all the way gone.
This is definitely not the outcome that I was expecting. I was definitely hoping for the best. I was hoping that we would have done some self-work, some individual growing, and I was hoping that it would have brought us closer to that wedding.
All right, so,
He put on the chain.
Put on the chain and everything.
you put on a chain.
It was really nice. So we discussed the things that needed to be done in order for us to move forward. We're still on the road to forgiveness. As you said, this is a process, and being realistic with you and very transparent. We still have work to do in the area.
You could gift yourself a whole lot of things going into a marriage. Forgiveness will not be on any registry, but it'll be worth more than you could even imagine. Were you able to connect with the mom of your child?
Oh, yeah, we had a conversation. I apologize for everything that went. It was a start.
Okay.
She see my progress, she see me doing it, so I thank her for that. I'm gonna do everything I can to make this whole family thing work.
I can only hold Fonzo accountable to the things that we agreed to.
Mm-hmm.
He can't control anybody else. Neither can I. And so
That's big.
I just can't hold him to how they feel because they may feel this way for the next 15 or 20 years.
Miss Shay?
You gotta break. Huge.
Huge. That's a paradigm shift. You see what I'm saying?
I've noticed Shay's growth for sure. They're listening to each other. He's hearing her needs and she's hearing his.
Look at you.
So it kind of made me feel a little jealous.
So Otis, how'd your third date go with Miss Cherie?
It went smooth.
I have to ask, because I know you guys talk about tit for tat a lot. Did you go on the date because she decided to go on a date or to learn more about Cherie?
Well, here's the interesting thing. I forget if you decided you was going yours first or me. I don't even know.
I was first.
Charlena, tell me a little bit about.
I've only met him 3 times now.
Right.
And this is really weird, but in some weird way, I do feel like Chris appreciated me in a way. I just appreciate that he could see how dope of a female that I am. I'm not saying that Otis doesn't think that about me. I just be wanting to hear it more from him.
I think she's hearing these dope compliments from everybody that she isn't cussing out. It's a little goofy. In 3 dates, someone made you feel appreciated. All this stuff.
You know what's interesting, Mr. Otis? She will give you information. And invariably, when it comes into the computer, it comes through a filter that comes back out in some way, diminishing what she's asking for, especially if you think she's telling you that you're not doing something right.
I wasn't diminishing what she was saying about what she would like more of.
Charlie, what are you feeling?
I just want him to, just to understand.
I know.
I'm just tired of arguing. I don't want to do it anymore.
She gave you the ball. She gave it to you right next to you and said, I wish I could hear this from you more. And what you talked about was why it was hard for you. You talked about the other people are giving it to her because they don't get cussed out versus saying, I can do that for you.
Simple.
I love you. I can do that for you. And engagement is a big thing. Charlie, if this is what it looks like now, what makes you think forever is different?
Something I have to think about. Otis is being mean instead of trying to understand where I'm coming from.
This is real, y'all.
It doesn't seem like anything's working.
It's not over yet. I've got one more assignment. I would like for the guys to go to a jewelry store, shop for wedding rings,
Okay.
and really envision what it would be like. I want you to ask yourself, is she truly the one? You're about to make a commitment to someone for the rest of your life. You're now in the best place to finally answer the question you've been asking yourself. Is it time to move on, or is it time to put a ring on it? By the end of this week, all 4 of you will have an answer.
I was a little bit nervous going in, looking at these rings. It started to feel real. I was like, okay, it's time. Ready for the long walk, Green Mile. These ain't no low maintenance women now, so they gotta do something nice.
She has told me what she likes.
Yeah. What shape did she say?
You know what? I don't know the name. This is like a yes right here. The truth is that Charlie's saying no is a possibility. And so I have to, of course, accept that reality prior to going into it.
For me, I already got one.
Okay.
So we can enhance it. I'm a jewelry connoisseur. I love diamonds and stuff like that, and I figure I could just probably improve on the ring I already got her. Because of the progress that I've made in myself and what Shay has made in herself and our relationship, I'm ready to marry this girl, man. If Shay was to tell me no, I wouldn't know what to do.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah, you're supposed to be.
They say it takes 2 to argue. At this point, regardless of anything, I'm done.
Arguing is part of life. We gonna do it. It's just better ways to handle it now. We got
feel like
tools to handle it.
disagreement.
It's gonna happen.
But,
It's just handled a different way now.
I think maybe I was being a little stubborn, man. And
We all are. We men.
this last session, I regret some of the words I said, maybe even how I said them. I think we're headed in a good direction. We've gathered some very strong tools.
It take a long time calculating, boy. I don't know, man.
It's good to see you.
This is my last session with Dr. Nicole, and I'm ready to really dive deep about building a healthy relationship on a solid foundation.
It's been a nice journey. Come a long way.
Absolutely. Thanks to you.
Oh, thanks to you.
But you gave the instruction. Making sure that I'm holding true to myself.
What does holding true to yourself look like now?
Not wavering. If I'm not satisfied, learn how to communicate and say, okay, I'm not happy with the answer you gave me. Let's keep talking about it. How we can get past my unhappy spot. He's listening. He's really taking the things that I say into consideration, but also admitting that he doesn't have an answer for everything.
That's a blessing.
I had an epiphany.
Okay.
Everybody has their own feelings. Everybody has their own thoughts, just as Sponzo does. And by me realizing that, I'm like, okay, well, obviously I've forgiven some parts of the situation. I really got to let it go. Me learning to forgive Fonzo, forgive myself, I have to do it, and I want to. I can't keep holding on to the past, thinking that we're going to have a productive future. What it boils down to, I don't want to be hurt again.
Do you recognize, in order to really love, that is part of the bargain, that you make yourself open to be potentially hurt? The same way you make yourself open to be loved and regarded and understood.
Absolutely. And that's what I was most afraid of.
Why?
Because he did it before.
He will do some things that will cause you hurt?
Absolutely. But this time, at least we can talk about them honestly.
Yes. Well, I tell you, you've truly gone through this shift for yourself. There's been a lot of progress. I'm looking forward to seeing where things go.
I definitely believe that we're getting resolution in areas I've been uneasy about for a while now. But I do have a lot of things that we still need to work on.
I'm looking forward to this last meeting with Dr. Nicole. Now that we're coming down to the end, hoping to discuss the progress that me and Charlie have made.
How has the process been so far? You're at the end of the journey.
We made it. Even the bad is good. There's some optimism there because it showed us some things we needed to learn. There are some missing parts.
Yeah.
But I guess at the end of the day, this process has brought us closer together.
You feel like you guys are at a good space?
I do, yeah.
That's not what she says. I listen to her and I watch you. There is not a true awareness. The pieces that are missing are consistently missing. There are some things between the two of you that, as subtle as they may seem in certain dynamics, they're big.
We don't feel that way at all, you know?
You know, I want to share that. Mm-hmm. Because I think if you don't get that, from this process, then it also was not worth it.
Thankfully, it's not up to Dr. Nicole, and it's between me and Charlie.
It's not just an opinion. There is legitimacy in the concern based on what certain things you all do consistently.
Remember yesterday in the session, Dr. Nicole mentioned a few things that we want to make sure we talk about and make sure we're aligned with, right?
This last group, I was angry. I need Otis to hear me so that we can move forward and get married.
What do you think it took for them to stay together that long?
Patience and understanding. But at the root of all that, they love each other very much. And that is why I feel like we stand a chance at marriage for real. Because I love you so much. It is, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kind of scary.
Why is it scary?
I knew I could love someone, but probably didn't think I could this much. I don't want to be with anyone else, ever. I feel like you're the one. And the thought of losing that is scary.
It makes me so happy to know that this is how he really feels, and he's finally telling me. It needed to happen.
Right. How do you feel about us being equipped for the long-term future?
We know what we both want. We have to continue to work on that. We continue to move forward knowing what we want, and we will get to that place.
I think we can, right?
I know we can. We will.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh, bless y'all, brother. How you doing?
Bless y'all, brother. Oh, Lord.
I'm meeting Shay's dad today. I gotta pop the question to him first. You have a seat right here. I'm a little nervous, but kind of excited because I don't know what he might say. Me and Shay, it's the second time around. I already asked her for a hand, but I feel like we wasn't ready. So now we're in a great place. I think I want to try it again.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm positive. I'm positive.
Honestly, I wasn't sure if y'all was ready then. When you say that you want to marry someone, you got to understand that just wanting to marry somebody is not just a talk, not just verbiage. It's about a commitment. Nobody else should come between that, period. No family members, no one. As a father, love my daughter more than anything on earth.
Whatever I got to do to make it work, I'm doing it.
How you gonna make it work?
But us talking to that doctor really helped us, really came a long way. We came a long way. We're way closer than we was.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
The little issues we were having was keeping us, was in between us. So it had us bickering all the time for nothing. Our issue was more just blending of the families.
You sure you want to be a part of this family, man?
Oh, listen, man. I love y'all. Just my side. I got to get my side together.
How you going to incorporate her in your family, and will they accept her the way they accept you?
Well, with the tools that I learned during this whole process, I got to really let them know that this is my wife. This is, she's going to be she's now a part of our family. We got to put it aside because I have a kid, and he's going to be with us. So, we all going to be one family.
Okay.
We got it. Whatever it is, we got it. And which is love, and that's the main thing. You got that love part, you can fix everything else.
So that's the portrait that you see in your life with her?
It's a life commitment.
If you love her, and I think, I really feel like you do, go for it.
Feels real good knowing he approved of me being with his girl, his only daughter at that.
She's a good woman.
Yeah, she's a great woman.
She's a good woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad she found a good guy.
I appreciate it. One step closer to Miss Morgan.
If you the man that you say you are and you can step up and you handle it, I ain't got no fears. But I love the picture that you painted.
It's just amazing. It's beautiful, and I know that God is shining some sunlight on me right now.
Been quite the journey.
It has.
Going into this, I liked where we were, and
Everyone has issues, everyone has problems. I think it was big of us to actually put it all out on the table. This process has had so many ups and downs.
I feel like I'm at fault. Maybe in the past, I haven't been as vulnerable when it comes to showing my feelings.
I'm really glad you did this, and thank you for doing it with me.
Thank you.
I know it wasn't easy for you either, especially. To hear you mention a few things like how much you want affirmation from me, to hear exactly what you need.
Yeah.
And I want to give you that. I want it to be that and more,
At this point, I just want to try to step it up. And so I'm gonna have to be more intentional about showing how much I love her and appreciate her and value her.
Sometimes it's hard to swallow how amazing you are. Just how outstanding of a woman you are. It's very rare. Very, very rare. I hope you understand what I mean when I say that. I hate that there was ever any doubt.
This is what I have been waiting for this whole time.
Will you marry me, Charlie?
Yes.
You will? Yes. Thank you for saying that.
We have issues like any other couple. We're not perfect, but we are not going to give up. We're going to continue to help each other and continue to fight for it. Otis wants to get started on kids right away, so.
Kind of get her in the mood so that way she can't say no.
Something serious is gonna happen. What it is, I don't know. I know you said the sky's the limit, and I wasn't expecting you to really give me the sky. Of course, everything wasn't all bad. Going through the self-realization process with Dr. Nicole, it really helped me look at things a lot differently. Finding out that Fonzo made the actual call that we've been discussing this entire time, I'm so overjoyed. In reality, there's one final step that he has to go ahead and take. Let's finish this out. If he wants to be with me as much as I want to be with him, then he'll complete that one final task.
To be able to call Shay Miss Morgan gonna be beautiful.
Coming into the building and seeing the roses, the candles, the planes, you thought of every detail. I'm overwhelmed. I'm beyond happy.
Thank you for loving me the way you do.
I'm gonna cry.
I just want you to know that you mean everything to me. I did this process for you, and I think results are great. We tried it one time. We got engaged on the way in Vegas and all that stuff.
Right.
How you feel we try it again? Miss Morgan. Would you like to be Miss Morgan? Would you marry me?
Oh my God. Of course. I love you more than anything and anyone else. Starting this process, of course, I never could have imagined I would end up engaged. I thought from day one, Fonzo was just going to quit.
I was closed-minded to it. I didn't think I'd get anything from it because us as men, we just feel like we know everything. We got to continue doing it because it helped us, and it's going to help us in the long run.
I just didn't feel like that you're going through this and you're really telling me how you feel and making changes and talking to your family. It meant everything to me. Of course, I'd be more than happy to be your wife.